Good morning to you, welcome, it's Andy here, talking really, and Happy New Year. 2nd of January today. I got a little comment made on a video, and it was all about how do you make a mandatory reconsideration on the journal. That's obviously, the journal refers to universal credit. It's very easy apparently, so I had a little search and I thought I'd share with you the results of that search. So let's have a look. Challenging a decision, mandatory reconsideration. If you disagree with the decision about your UC claim, you can ask them to do a mandatory reconsideration. That means that they will look at the decision again. You can also ask for it for support for mortgage interest, SMI. That's a loan to help you pay the interest on your mortgage if you get UC. Obviously, specifically, this is for UC. So if you're on other benefits, then it will be slightly different, but in a very similar way. Slightly different in a very similar way. Yeah. So anyway, the things that you'll need is obviously the date of the decision, specific reasons why you disagree, your name, address and national insurance number, and there are 4 ways you can ask for this. You can write a message in your online account, that's your journal. You can fill in the CRMR1 request form, and that's on gov.uk. If you can print it out, send it to the address on top of your decision letter. You can write a letter and again send it to the address on the letter, or you can call the number on the letter if you're near the deadline. You should write to the DWP after, because it wants to be in writing, and obviously that will be for the mandatory reconsideration. If you're writing a letter, then obviously you need to send the letter to the address, and this obviously will be different depending on where you live in the UK. If you can't find the decision letter, or there's no address on it, contact the DWP to get the address, and you should write a message in your online journal. Or call the UC helpline if you don't have an account. Universal Credit hotline numbers there on screen. You can also do it by text phone. That's Relay UK, or video relay if you're on BSL. Monday to Friday 8 AM to 6 PM. Calls are free from mobiles and landline. Ask the post office, don't forget proof of postage. I would say probably need to do signed for next day if you're going to do that. If you've missed the 1 month deadline, you can still ask for the MR as long as it's within 13 months. Obviously you'll need to give a good reason why you missed the deadline. For example, if you were seriously ill or you split up from your partner, you need to explain why you missed it, why the decision was wrong, and why it's important they change the decision. You can contact the DWP through your online account if you have one. If you don't have one, you can phone number. Remember to write as well after you've phoned. And obviously then, if you still disagree with the decision, you can do a tribunal. So just to remind you, that when you go on to this website, www.talkinreally.co.uk, you'll find at the top of the page there'll be a button to book me. You'll get this, which is a pick time page, and it has 4 different meetings at the moment. There probably will be other ones added, but you can see there's 2 30-minute and 60-minute one-to-one for everybody, and then a 30 and 60-minute meeting for people who are already Patreons, supporters, members, people like that, because they get a £5 discount. And then it will ask you for some details, and you'll then have to go on and pay the fee. So there we go, that's very simple to do. If you do want a one-to-one, then please make a booking. And here is the details about appealing at a tribunal. So you get a double whammy today. Double whammy. Obviously if you've done a MR, then obviously then they've said no. The tribunal will look at your reasons and make an independent decision. It's overseen by a judge and it's separate from the DWP. The first thing you should do is look at your MR notice. It will include the reason they didn't change it, and you can appeal the decision if it's been paid the wrong amount, have been refused UC when you should have got it, or you shouldn't have been sanctioned if you missed a work focus interview, i.e. because you were ill. You have 1 month from the date of the MR to apply to the tribunal, and it says there's 2 more things there you can do if you miss the deadline or if your appeal is cancelled. Filling in the appeal form, there's a link there. Obviously you need details, and if you can't use the online form, you want to appeal by post, you can send in the SSCS1 form on gov.uk. The form tells you what to send if you're not sure, and you can talk to a advisor, or you can do CAB. The DWP should pass on any information to the HM courts. This will be the tribunal. For appealing by post, then you have the appeal centre. Send your MR notice as well. Don't send the original. And do proof of postage or do sign for, just to make sure it gets there. And you need to wait for 28 days. If you appeal your UC decision online, you'll be asked if you want to join the track and appeal your service. This will send you regular email updates on your appeal. If you appeal by post, you can contact the courts by asking them to send you updates and reminders by text message. Also give them a call or email. Calls usually cost 40p a minute from mobiles and 10p a minute from landlines. It should be free if you have contact. That includes calls to landlines. Check with your supplier if not, you're not sure. Now, obviously, going to the appeal hearing, you have to find out what to expect at the hearing. It's always best to go if you can. And show a chance to show the judge as well. You can claim back expenses, covering the cost of travelling there. You can take somebody else with you. For example, a solicitor, local advice agency, so that would be CAB or somebody, or a friend or family member. If you don't go to the appealing, you can ask for the hearing to happen without you on the appeal form. You won't be able to argue a case or answer any questions by the judge may have, so probably not a good idea. And you'll get your decision on the day of the hearing. If the judge needs longer, not at a hearing, then you'll get the decision through the post. If they don't agree to your appeal, you'll have to apply to another tribunal, and this is called the upper tribunal. And you'll get details of that with your decision. So, even when you appeal to the tribunal, you get one more chance to appeal it. Bear in mind that most of the PIP claims are 80% win at tribunal. Right then, so I hope that was helpful and useful. And of course, any comments down below, I try and put the link to that article in the comments. But that is basically how you do it. That's it from me today. A very good day. Bye for now.